Could football officially be back today? That is the plan as of now. The Players Union Executive Committee is scheduled to vote on the collective bargaining agreement today. It was signed off by owners last week, but in a surprise move, the players held off. And there is still some talk that some last-minute wrangling could even push the vote to tomorrow. But every day this drags on is just a day that puts a full football season in jeopardy. So where do things stand, and what's in store for football this season? John Maroon, president of Maroon PR, joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Patrice.
Is there going to be a vote today?
All indications are that there will be an executive committee, union executive committee vote today, followed by a conference call with all the player team reps. This thing, for all intents and purposes, should end
moving
today.
forward.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you hearing about the last-minute wrangling? They were talking about the players want to be able to opt out in 7 years versus 10 years. The owners don't necessarily like this last-minute throwing the things in. Yeah,
well, there's always the little things here and there, but
try and get what you can.
Exactly, but Demore Smith and Commissioner Goodell have a very good relationship. They work all week, and nothing should really stop this going forward. The players who are suing the league have all agreed to settlement. All of this legal mumbo-jumbo, we should be focusing on the field really soon.
All right. Well, the players surprised us last week. They were supposed to sign off on this Wednesday. What happened there?
Well, I mean, there's some legalities, some legal steps that have to take place now. First, you got to gather. There's a lot of people that need to be informed, a lot of people that need to be educated in all the players. Then once this vote takes place, then they have to get legally recertified as a union so they can operate as a union. The good news is that they've talked through this with the owners. We should have some players in camp come Wednesday. We should have all the players in camp by the end of the week, and then the flurry of free agency over the weekend.
And the training camps will start officially for, a lot of folks next week. Yeah. The bad thing for us, though, is that the fans won't be able to see those training camps at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, one casualty of this was that training camps are going to be much more of a private thing, and I think that's going to also hurt revenue from the team's perspective. You know how many people visit Ravens camp?
Absolutely.
And it's a big deal. Overall, the PR ramifications from this are going to be negligible.
Okay, that was my next question. Yeah. So once we get into the football season, bygones will be bygones, and fans will have forgotten and just enjoy the game?
The biggest reason for that, and we talked about this months ago, is that it didn't interrupt our life. Really, we're going to have our fantasy leagues. The season's going to start on time. We're going to have our teams intact, and that's the most important thing to us. Okay. The other thing, quite frankly, fans are much more sophisticated now. They understand that labor issues, while we don't like them, it's part of the gig. Let's get through it.
All right, let's just get on to the football. John, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Well, coming up, we are continuing to follow break.